Hello, my name is Amai Robinson, and I decided to do my presentation on the technologies of social change, agents, artifacts, and collective action. To start, I will begin with the core question. Does technology lead to change, or does change lead to new technologies? Also, my thesis, social change is driven by a reciprocal loop where new tools create new possibilities, but organized collective action determines which possibilities become reality. Now we'll focus on analyzing this dynamic through the lens of power, colonialism, and the necessity of social movements. To start, comparing tech versus change. As the relationship between technology and society is reciprocal, not linear. The key is to see technology as a system of devices, techniques, and practices. This is a systemic loop. Technology can be an agent of change. Example of this, the stirrup enabling new forms of warfare and feudalism. Conversely, societal needs and changes. An example, the need for increased output under feudalism can drive the development of new technologies. Great example is the iron plow from the book. All in all, change leads to new technologies, and new technologies leads to change. It is a continuous back and forth process. You cannot do one without the other, it seems. Next, literacy and colonialism. Historically, the technology of writing was often reserved for elite. Illiteracy was a deliberate means of social control. Example of this is well known, legalizing education for enslaved people. As literate colonized leaders like Gandhi and Nehru used reading and writing to absorb ideas of democracy and freedom, then used pamphlets and speeches to organize mass movements for independence. As you can see, a technology created for control can be appropriated and used as a powerful tool for liberation. And knowing this, I just wanted to mention a well-known movement, the Civil Rights Movement. Firstly, to introduce Rosa Parks, who sparked a revolutionary movement against racial segregation. She would be known as the agitator or the pressure, as she challenged the status quo through protest or direct action, forcing uncomfortable issues into the public eye, as her role was vital for building the quote-unquote badass social justice movement mentioned in the TED Talk, loudly crying for rights and mobilizing public will. Next, we'll move on to Martin Luther King Jr., who inspired many with his powerful speeches for equality. He was also known as the innovator or the solution, as he developed and tested new technologies, policies, or organizational model to solve the problem. As his ideas created the actual new knowledge and new ways to do things that the module discusses. And lastly, to put it together, March on Washington, which united thousands in a call for justice and change. Known as the orchestrators or the coordination, as this mobilized resources, built diverse coalitions, and coordinated the actions of agitators and innovators. This ensured that the movement is successful by electing champions for their cause to political office and maximizing the impact of collective effort. Movement success depends on the synergy of all three of these roles working together towards a common goal. And lastly, my synthesis and conclusion. As technology provides the new ways to do things, but human agency and collective organization provide the will and the effort to make those changes stick. As quoted from the TED Talk, the best antidote to despair is action, organized, strategic, and collective action. Addressing modern challenges requires not only new innovations, but also the effective organizing and powerful public demand of robust social movements. Overall, understanding these dynamics is the first step in deciding where your effort can best contribute to change. Thank you.